Introduce Kaye Beach, one of the first people I met, one of the very first Ron Paul people I ever met. She's a full-time political activist that got her start back in 2007 with the Ron Paul 2008 campaign. She hadn't stopped since. You'll know her as Action for Liberty on the radio shows. It's called Action for Liberty, and it's actionforliberty.com. She's here down here just about every day at the Capitol. I trust this woman with my life, and she saved me many, many times from doing something stupid. So with all a good round of applause, Mrs. Kaye Beach.
A little bit of housekeeping here. Someone has lost a purple case T-Mobile phone. It's been deactivated, and she is offering a reward for it. If I lost my phone, it'd be like losing my mind. So if you find it, bring it to someone up here, and let's get that back to her. You guys, I'm wearing a lot of hats today, and I see all of you out there, and I want to wear my Ron Paul revolutionary hat, if you don't mind, for a minute. All of you know that I have been an unpaid, full-time liberty activist since I came on board the Ron Paul Revolution in 2007. And I know there's a lot of people out there that, there's a lot of people out there that haven't quit since 2007 as well. It's an ongoing revolution. The campaign in 2008 was over far too soon for myself, and I know many of you, and so here we are again today. As inspired as I have been by Ron Paul, this is a thing that always strikes me. I am honestly, and I've seen this in Ron Paul, and I think you'll know what I mean, I'm more inspired by all of you. Ron Paul is one, we're many. And when I look at all you guys out there, I'll tell you the truth, I see grassroots activists, and we need you. We need you. A gentleman that I admire very much, some of you may know, G. Edward Griffin, said, "Those without power cannot defend freedom." This has always stuck with me because it's very true. If you're a Ron Paul supporter and you're not yet involved or deeply involved in politics, let me tell you something you may not know. Politically, we are a force to be reckoned with. Policy and law, you guys, is where the rubber meets the road, though. I'm going to move this down a little bit. Policy and law is where the rubber meets the road, and this is what has got to change for us to have and keep a free country. I was going to go into generalities today, and tell you how to get involved. That's the thing I think is the most important. I was going to tell you to run for office, to help other liberty candidates run for office and win. I was going to tell you to get involved with party politics and join with other grassroots activists to tackle an issue. And please, please, please do these things. They are essential. But I also decided that I would take this opportunity to give you a specific example of something that you can do now to make a difference. And this is what happens when you live and breathe activism. You live and breathe it. Ask my poor husband who's been abandoned to this effort.
All right, Brad!
Representative Charles Kaye, which a lot of you may know is Oklahoma's own champion of the Constitution. He has been up here at the State House fighting for years for the rights of Oklahomans. 20 years. He is the longest serving member at this State House, and he has been fighting. He is one of us. He is one of us. He has a measure that has been lodged in that State House since last session. When I say lodged, I mean stuck. This bill, H.R. 1004, I want you to remember that. H.R. 1004. This bill would simply ensure that you get the representation that you are guaranteed by the Constitution. That's what this measure would do. This measure is stuck, and it's going to stay stuck unless we do something to unstick it. There are legislators, believe it or not, up here offering bills to protect your natural and legal rights, but you may not know that because many of those bills never see the light of day. This is because a few people have the power to decide whether a particular bill ever even makes it to committee. Dictatorial powers wielded by committee chairmen are used to kill good legislation and grease the skids for secret backroom deals and corruption. Your representative is here for the express purpose of representing the interests of their thousands of constituents with the legislation that they write. Yet on the word of only a few people in positions of power, their legislation will not even get a fair hearing in committee, which means it will certainly never get heard or voted on the House or Senate floor. Your right to be represented is being compromised, and this flaw must be remedied. H.R. 1004 would simply ensure that a bill can get a fair hearing in committee. We have a discharge petition we've been working on since last session. It only lacks about 18 signatures of your legislators. If we can get about 18 more signatures, H.R. 1004 would finally get a fair hearing in committee and a chance to change the rules that are denying you your right to representation. If you want to make a real difference, this is your chance. If you want a crash course in grassroots activism, this is your chance. Please get with me or John. He's a blonde gentleman in a suit. Will be standing by the flagpole to get if you want to give me your name and your phone number, because I'm going to need your help with this bill. This bill has got to come out of committee. If you miss me, my email address is axiomforliberty@gmail.com. That's Axiom with 2 X's. Please contact me and let's do this together. If you think that one person can't make a difference, I'm telling you that I'm here today because I know that one perfectly ordinary person can make a difference. That is the reason I keep doing what I do.
Okay.
Knowing that I can make a difference, how can I give up? How can you? Those without power cannot defend freedom. You have a voice, you have power. Use it to defend freedom. Thank you, guys. The media, if you go to room 104, immediately following Dr. Paul's speech, that's where the media needs to meet up. Keep an eye on me and I'll go back that way. Thank you.